If you are a wrestling fan, you might be a fan of the Hounds of Justice, aka The Shield. The group made its debut back at Survivor Series in 2012 and CM Punk was the mastermind behind the whole Shield in the early stages. Well, if Punk vs Jon Moxley happens at All Out for the AEW World Championship, Punk will definitely mention the line in the promos building to this match. Anyways, coming back to the topic, we are here going to compare the first 6 months of Roman, Seth and Jon Moxley so far in the year 2022. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Seth Rollins during the start of the year would challenge Biggie for the WWE Championship, but unfortunately there will be other guys added to this match like Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens and eventually the winner of this match, Brock Lesnar. This match is quite underrated in my opinion. It was hardly a 10-minute match but was filled with big moves and spots and it was really entertaining to watch. Post Day 1 pay-per-view, Rollins got involved with Roman Reigns and both of them would have a match at Royal Rumble. The build of this match was excellent. Roman had been the Universal Champion for a year now and Rollins felt like a big threat to Roman. Rollins would often cut promos about how he was the architect and how Roman has never defeated him in championship matches and it all looked amazing. In a while, this was the first example of long-term booking in WWE and it did not look like any other Roman Reigns feud, and as a big fan of the Shield, I enjoyed every second of it. Rollins would enter the match from the crowd with old Shield music and attire and this was just perfect. Even though Roman lost but retained the championship, I would say this was his best feud in his whole reign as the tribal chief. Post Royal Rumble, Rollins would get in an awesome friendship with Kevin Owens and honestly I loved every second of this friendship. Both of these dudes are just amazing when it comes to character work. He would then struggle to find an opponent for WrestleMania and would ultimately face one and only Cody Rhodes. Cody and Rollins ruled the show and both of them were amazing. They had a total of 3 matches back to back on pay-per-views, although the feud became stale at a point because of Rollins losing, but watching Cody in a WWE ring was just awesome. Their last match was inside a Hell in a Cell and the match was literally breathtaking. Cody wrestling with an injury, Rollins doing some innovating and amazing spots. It should be the feud of the year if WWE does Slammy Awards anymore. The match between Cody and Seth was rated 5 stars by Dave Meltzer and this was the first time Rollins got a 5-star rating by Meltzer. After feuding with Cody, Rollins would defeat AJ Styles on Raw in an awesome match. Awesome by the standards of Raw to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. At the event, he was the favorite to win but would lose to eventual winner Austin Theory. Overall, Rollins has been amazing to watch this year, but Rollins actually has lost many of his feuds. Like he did not win a single match against Cody. This was of course for the reason if he did win, people would complain that Rollins buried Cody. But yeah, I would really like if he wins some important matches and he actually was my favorite to win the briefcase. But yeah, anyways, it was awesome to watch Rollins as it always is. Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, wrestles for All Elite Wrestling and is currently their interim world champion because the original champ CM Punk is out due to a leg injury. Jon was out at the beginning of the year as he was taking help for his alcohol addiction. He returned in January of 2022 and he looked in much better shape and looked clean and fresh at the same time. He started a feud with Bryan Danielson. The two had an awesome match at AEW pay-per-view Revolution and were literally killing each other until William Regal appeared out of nowhere. In the upcoming weeks, they would create a faction called the Blackpool Combat Club. Bryan Danielson and Moxley teamed together in tag team action as well. They would soon hire young Wheeler Yuta and the three started teaming up in trios action. At the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, Jon Moxley would defeat NJPW star the Ace Hiroshi Tanahashi in a hard-hitting awesome match and would be crowned the new AEW interim world champion. He also has been having stints with NJPW where he faced Will Ospreay and was involved in a 4-way match for the IWGP US Championship. He is also the current GCW world champion and gives his presence time to time. Ever since turning heel, Roman has been just unstoppable. He's just amazing with the promos, acting, crowd work and wrestling. He, I repeat, is unstoppable and is fun to watch. Although he needs to be more on TV, but yeah, he's now in the elite wrestlers category, doing only pay-per-views. In fact, he does skip pay-per-views nowadays. He actually was having COVID during the day 1 pay-per-view, so he skipped the show. Next, he had a match at Royal Rumble against Rollins. Both Roman and Rollins did some amazing storytelling. Roman would lose the match via disqualification, but he still was a champion and stood tall. Post-Rumble, he faced Goldberg at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in a one-on-one match and defeated him comfortably. After that, there was the build to WrestleMania where both WWE Championship and WWE Universal Championship was on the line. Roman defeated Brock at WrestleMania to become the first wrestler in the history of WWE to hold both the belts simultaneously, and he does look amazing with both these belts. He has defended those belts against Riddle only once despite winning them back at WrestleMania. He is again scheduled to face Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match at SummerSlam, which I think will be awesome to watch. So overall, I would say Roman Reigns definitely has had the best year so so far, barely competing and holding all the gold to offer in the world's most valuable wrestling promotion. Moxley is also no less sitting as the AEW interim world champion. He will definitely have a banger against Punk whenever he returns. Last but not the least, Rollins could have had a better year if he started winning a few matches, but yeah, he did an awesome job putting over Cody even though he came from a different promotion. This was all for today's video. I hope you like my thick Indian accent. Comment thick in the comment section. I would like you guys to subscribe to my channel as I will be posting content related to wrestling daily. Thanks for watching.